Hello, angel friends. It's Fiona from Fiona's Angel Wisdom page. It's been a long time since I've recorded one of these angel news, angel information recordings for you guys. It's just not been the right time or the right space, but I think at the moment, even though I've got my flu bug thing, it's time to just have a little chat with you and see how you're all doing and tell you how I'm doing. Well, um, well, I'm a bit excited and a bit apprehensive, but there's lots of things going on. This ascension is really, really, you know, taking it out of people. But it's a good thing because come 21/12/12, we'll start to see the changes that we've been working towards, even if we didn't know that we were working towards them. I've just pulled a card from Tony Carmine Salerno's soulmate card box, nurturing and attracting loving relationships. So if you're in a relationship, you can apply this to your relationship, or if you're looking at getting a new relationship, you can apply it to that. So if you think about your partner or even yourself, because you have to love yourself before you can love somebody else. And when I say partner, I know some people believe then that that's a same-sex relationship, but it's actually not. In different countries we have different sayings. So partner is boyfriend, girlfriend, kind of thing. And there's nothing wrong with same-sex relationships. Everybody each to their own, as long as everybody's boundaries are respected. Okay. Your smile illuminates my soul. It makes me feel whole. There is no part of me that your love cannot fill. From the first moment we met, I am forever grateful. I count my blessings each day, beloved jewel. Well, a little bit cheesy, but if you can't look at yourself as a diamond or ruby or whatever else, then how can you look at somebody else in that way? Although it's sometimes easier to shift emotions onto other people, isn't it? So I'm really happy with how my new page has grown. I know that maybe some of you listening used to go on my old page, Angelic Inspiration, but this new one, it's sort of like the next stage from learning. And I feel that a lot of the people that we have now are all going in the same direction, maybe not the exact same direction, but we're all going together, and it's a lot more calm and peaceful. And it's not about the numbers or how many people gather there, which it is nice. Any page owner will tell you it's nice to see pages growing, means we're doing something right. But it's growing at a steady pace, a really lovely pace, where I can actually oversee, who's new and who's been there for a while, and things like that, and get to know people. Whereas when you have a page that is very, very large, filled with people, it's very hard to determine, and you get all kinds of people that maybe are not on the same journey and don't have the same understanding or appreciation of what's going on and why we're there. And I think compassion and understanding are very important things that people need to have when working with, teaching and inspiring other people to make a change to their lives. And I want you to know that I don't have the perfect life, I really don't, but I have a good life. And every day that passes, I appreciate more and more the history of my life and the present of my life. And it is important to accept your past and your present, because your past and your present make your future. But it's also important to live in the now, in the here and now, this moment, and what's happening and occurring around about now, because every moment that passes is a moment that's gone. If you spend it living in the past, then you'll never see what's beautiful about the now. And if you spend it in the future, then you'll never see what's beautiful in the now, because you're not in the center of your life and you're not in control. Your thoughts are in control. So I've just pulled some cards from an Ascended Masters deck from Doreen Virtue. I've not picked up Doreen Virtue cards for a very long time. So let me just put 5 cards down and see what the week has got to say. Look ahead. And the Crown card is the Power of Joy, which is Maitreya, which is very interesting. When I went for my very first Doreen Virtue seminar, I wrote her a letter on the night before going to the seminar with all the things that I would tell her if I could just speak to her. And funnily enough, when she went to choose, she reads people in the audience, and she usually gets through about, I don't know, 6-7 people. And she was choosing my friend next to me, and then she stopped and said, no, actually, I'm sorry, I'm going to choose the girl in the black shirt. And that was me. and she started reading me, and she said that I had Buddha around me, and she actually mentioned Maitreya. And I've always had Buddha around me because we used to have a Buddha statue in our living room that had a light in his tummy, and it used to light up. And we used to rub his belly, and I used to make wishes that my life would change. So ever since I was a little girl, I've always wanted change. Yeah, so that's funny that it's the first time in goodness knows how long that I haven't touched a Doreen Virtue deck, and the first Crown card is the Power of Joy, which is basically the message that she gave me. And she also gave me a message about love and relationships, and that was in 2007, and we're now in 2012. So maybe it's on its way for not just me but everybody else. So Maitreya on the card he's the one with the big belly. He's got his hands raised above his head, but his palms are facing up to the sky, and in each palm he's got a rainbow. So the rainbow goes from one side to the other. Now, if you're able and willing, raise your arms up, drop your hands down so that your palms are facing upwards, and take a deep breath in and exhale. And just imagine, while inhaling and exhaling, that you've got a rainbow in your hand, and then just imagine your peace, harmony and happiness, and you're holding it in your hand high above your head, and see how that feels for you. Right, the past card, or maybe the future card, is coming out of the closet. Now, I'll apply these to me, and I'd like you to try and apply them to yourselves if you're listening. Coming out the closet, Amaterasu. So Amaterasu, it says coming out the closet. So with me, I hide away a lot. Although I'm quite sociable, but I also like my own space. In fact, I like too much of my own space. And every now and again, I'll just come out of the closet, but actually coming out of the closet more and more, and just stepping into my own power and just being myself, and being true to my personality, more than wonder what these people will want or think, or what should I wear for these people, or whatever, conforming with ideals. These are my own ideals, and I'm stepping into my own power, and just saying, this is me, I'm Fiona. And not that I haven't been like that anyway, but more so, and more confident with it, but also coming from a place of love, rather from a place of, well, you're going to accept me whether you like it or not. No, I just say this is me, and if you like me, then you like me. If you don't like me, then really it's not my problem, that's yours. But then on the other hand, there's things and people that just don't gel together. Right, the next card is listen. So you've asked the angels for help, and this is Manjushri. Sorry, I believe that's a Hindu goddess. Oh God. And he's holding a sword above his head and a lotus flower in his hand, I think, or something. He's holding something in his hand. And I feel that he's kind of got his head tilted, so he's trying to listen, but he's also trying to get his own way. So what we need to do here is just think, if we've asked for something, and we've asked angelic beings and beings energy to help us, they'll transfer that onto humans. And if we're not listening to the humans that are talking to us, we're also not listening to the angels that are talking to us, then how are we going to get where we want to be if we're not ready to listen? And the same with communication. If we have a dialogue with people, if we can't hear what the other person is saying, why would we expect the other person to hear what we're saying? And also to release the fear. It's time to release fear. And then the next card is persistence. So don't give up. And this is love. And his third eye, I'd like you all who are listening to take your index finger and place it in the space between your eyebrows on the bridge of your nose, and press it down real hard. Now really press down. Inhale and exhale and release. And imagine now, if you rub upwards on your third eye, like, do not big up to the scalp, your scalp, but just that small space where you just rub up, and then close your eyes and imagine your third eye opening itself up. Okay? Just take your time, or do it later. And be open to receiving the messages, loving and calming. And see where you need to be persistent, where and what you need to be persistent with. And then your outcome card is You Can Do It, Archangel Michael. Now, Archangel Michael, I'll bring you to that because we also, when you open up your third eye and you're opening up, it's like you've got this huge antenna on your head, and or like a moth to a flame, and anything and everything that's been waiting for a channel to hear them will come onto you, and you will knock yourself out of balance. So what you need to do after opening up is close down. So imagine yourself with a cloak, a purple cloak on with like a hood, and just imagine the hood dropping below your third eye onto your nose, just so that you can still see. And that's closing your third eye for you and covering it up and protecting it. And you call in Archangel Michael and say, please help me close down and protect me. And then imagine yourself being a tree. And once you're a tree, you can anchor your feet into the center of the earth, Lady Gaia, and feel at one and centered. And if you then imagine all your chakras, whichever amount that you believe that you have, you imagine them all being aligned and pulled into the center of your body in their right places. You might have a couple of days where you feel uneasy, you're feeling unsure, and you might be a little bit frustrated or teary or weepy, and you might have old memories coming up again. That's just because the chakras are releasing old energy and old memories because they don't serve you anymore. I'm going to pull one more out of this deck just because I've been guided to, and that's retreat into nature. So connect with nature. Take your time to connect with nature. Take your time to connect with Lady Gaia and ask her to help you with your life's purpose and your mission. Sorry about that. Remember I told you I got the flu. With your life's purpose and your life's mission. And I'm going to surround my throat chakra now with some beautiful blue colours, because obviously I need that healing and that area for my communication abilities. But do go and touch trees, touch flowers, touch bushes, dip your feet into water outside. If you've got a garden, go and step outside and put your feet into the soil or onto the grass and touch the stones, and just say thank you. Just stand out there and just say thank you, nature, thank you, tree, thank you, whatever it is that you feel drawn to. If you live by the ocean, go and stand by the ocean and enjoy it. Just inhale and exhale that beautiful energy and tank it up. Take it with you. It's free. It doesn't belong to any. It belongs to everybody. There you go. It doesn't. It's not that it doesn't belong to anybody. It belongs to all of us. It was put there to provide for us, provide us with fish and means of travel. When the people invented their boats and stuff, and we're abusing that. So if you go outside sometimes and you just go for a stroll, if you take a plastic bag with you and pick up some of the rubbish that you find along the way, or you catch yourself on when you're dropping litter, don't drop it, pick it up, put it in the rubbish bin. Trash can, for anybody who doesn't understand what a rubbish bin is. Sorry. Now I'm going to take this other book here, Angelic Inspirations, which was written by Tony Carmine Salerno, and I'm just going to open a page just randomly. I'm sure I've had this one before. Allow your heart and thoughts to merge with the wind, the sun, moon and stars. Flow with the streams and rivers. Be one with the clouds and rain. The same life force flows through all things. The same energy that breathes you also breathes the earth and the stars. Which is very true. We are all one. We're all different, but we're all the same. But in the end, we're all one. We're all connected one way or another. I think, funnily enough, on my page, I did learn that lesson quite oddly, because there's a lovely lady that comes on my page. She's actually a mother of someone that I met years ago, and the odds of that happening is very, very slim. Imagine how many people are on this earth, and she doesn't even live on the same continent as I do. And to be on my page and to even work it out that we both know her son. It's a very small world out there. Yep, I am shuffling my Magdalene cards. I've even got my little healing candle that I made for my friend the other day, and I've got my incense going, and I've got some beautiful pinkish, orangish roses that I got today just to bring some life. Apart from myself, my son and my 2 cats, bring some more life into the house. Because if you don't have flowers or plants in your house, if you can, every now and again put a bunch of flowers or a plant in your house, and just to give it that vibrant energy, and just to make you smile and watch it grow, and just breathe in the scents as well. And it's a little bit of nature in your house. So, talking of cats, some of you may remember that I used to have this wandering cat called Dutchie. Well, beautiful Dutchie has now got a new home. And whilst the transition of giving her to the new owners wasn't as amazing as I had hoped it would be, but she actually got the kind of home that I wanted for her, backing onto the woods so that she could run around and come home when she felt like it, if she wanted to come home. And so she's a free spirit, being a free cat with an owner, rather than being a missing cat with a frustrated owner, which is good. That all happened after she left me a whole bunch of fleas, which cost a lot of money to remove from the house. But what did you learn? I don't know. I learned that when you give a beautiful cat to somebody, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be thankful, but I still have to be thankful because they're giving her a new home. Right, I did mention the other day that there are hundreds and hundreds and thousands of different angels out here. And I've got a book of angels, so I'm just going to randomly open pages and just get some of the names out. So for you, otherwise it's going to take a while. Angel, ooh. So here we have Anush, one of 3 angels God appointed to serve Adam. The others being Abel and Shetel. And then we have Eblis, Satan in Islam, and to the ancient Persians, he is said to have formerly been a treasurer in heaven, while another source says that his name was Azazel before his fall, which was caused by his refusal to worship Adam. And then we have Iabiel, malevolent angel used in ceremonial magic and separating husband and wife, mentioned in the Sword of Moses. Sorry. And what else have we got? Maltiel, a Friday angel resident in the third heaven that must be invoked from the west. He is also one of the intelligences of the planet Jupiter. Maltiel is preceptor angel of Elijah and serves one of the numerous guards of the west wind. There we go. And one last one. Pronoia, a great Gnostic power that helped God make Adam, providing the nerve tissue. A myth, it is said, borrowed from Chandelian lore. There you go. So, the reason I don't pick that book up is because some of the angels in there, the names. But then, it doesn't all come with positives. There are negatives, and it's also good to find those things out. Or just to have a reference to them. So, what more can I say to you lovely people out there listening to me ramble on about nothing much? In the coming week, Archangel Ariel will be floating around, not just for the animals, but also for peace. And she wants everybody to be kind to each other, to be caring about one another, whether we know each other or not, just to extend the hand of friendship or the hand of love, and to be at peace with that, and not always look for the bad in people, but also look for see the good in people. And when you see the good in people, you raise your own vibration. Not saying that everybody is good out there, because simply everybody's got good in them, but not everybody chooses to live the good life through their upbringing, through their disappointments in life, for whatever reason, whatever their mission statement was when they decided to come onto Earth. And there are a lot of people out there trying to change people. You can't change people unless they want to be changed. And even when you speak to angels and ask them to work on someone for you, it doesn't necessarily mean that they are open to be worked with. You can only work through an angel for another person if the person, is open to that. Because angels don't interfere in free will unless it's something that only in extreme circumstances do they ever do that. And talking about the angels, so anybody can talk to angels. Anybody who is open to hearing and receiving the signs from angels, they don't judge people. People judge people, but angels don't judge people. They just see you as the pure love and light that you are, even if you don't see yourself that way. And this ascension at the moment is also helping people reconnect to their life's purpose that they have forgotten. The contract that they signed when they came to Earth will have been clouded by parents, brothers and sisters, media, expectations from all kinds of sources. And if you're really going through a rough time this year, you'll find that by the end of the year and the year following, that you'll completely change your personality. Things that were important will no longer be important, and you'll also connect to a whole new level of people. And you might find that there are people out there that you no longer connect to, and they'll either fall away or take a step back in your life. And it's all about taking care of yourself and Mother Earth, Lady Gaia. And that's basically what the message for today is. I'm just going to pull another oracle card from my favorite deck, the Magdalene Oracle card, and it's Miracles. So I'm going to use the book for this because he writes some beautiful stuff. Your determination, commitment and perseverance is about to pay off, and all you have worked towards will soon manifest. It will soon be time to celebrate your achievements. However, you are cautioned not to get too elated. Thank the universe for all you achieve and keep focused. Do not lose sight of your original purpose and intentions. Keep in mind that all you do should not only serve you but also those around you. In doing this, the universe will continue to guide you and offer its assistance. Visualize your work and influence reaching larger numbers of people. Imagine this happening with ease and only in ways that make you feel comfortable. It takes no more effort to think big than to think small. And remember that a miracle is always possible no matter what situation you find yourself in. I think that's very true. It takes no more effort to think positive than it does to think negative. And given the current state of the planet, it's easier to think negative because there's so many people out there trying to outdo each other, trying to be better than the other. Just be as good as you can be and be true to yourself and be helpful to others and be kind to others, and you will find others that will be kind to you. I've pulled another one just because I've been guided to, and that is transformation. Your world may seem like it has turned upside down, yet rest assured there is no need for concern. A positive transformation related to work, study or finances is now occurring. Keep calm and allow the storm to clear, for when it does, you shall discover that things have been rearranged for the better. Do not fear changes taking place, for change is a necessary part of life. With every ending comes a new beginning. Trust and be prepared to lovingly let go of the past. If there is one certainty in life, it is that your life will continue to transform as it magically unfolds. Though you may feel unsettled and unsure at present, try to be flexible in your thinking and be open to new ideas. A bright future awaits. There you go. The good things are coming, and all the changes that are occurring at the moment, as I said, they all have their place and it's all got a reason, and it's because you need to reconnect to the person that you want to be and the lessons that you wanted to learn. But some of the lessons that you already have learned were fundamental for you to become the person that you're about to be. So just go with the flow, look out for the signs, talk to your angels, talk to Archangel Metatron. He's very important at this time, and when you need to communicate with Archangel Gabriel, and also for your families, Archangel Gabriel is very important. If you're missing a deceased loved one or someone's about to pass over, do connect to Archangel Azrael, because he's the angel that assists those who are grieving and those who are crossing over to the light. And here I go, one last card, because I've been asked to pull one last card, and that is illumination. Illumination, I like that word. Illuminate yourself. Shine as bright as you can. Your creativity is blocked at present because you are not expressing how you truly feel. To unblock your creativity, you need to express your feelings. Creativity is first and foremost about self-expression. Every piece of art, no matter what the subject or style, is a self-portrait. Express everything you feel inside you, good, bad, beautiful or ugly. Everything is valid, so don't place judgments or restrictions on yourself. See, that's what I was talking about when I did the Doreen Virtue cards. Your creativity has no boundaries apart from the boundaries you place on it yourself. Creativity is the essence of your life, and self-expression is creativity's voice. Self-expression heals and liberates you. It illuminates your mind and heart, and all you need to do is let your feelings come through. So if you've been jaded or you're feeling angry, find a way of expressing that in a way that it can't come back on you in a negative way, because that's what we're trying to be, is peaceful and happy and caring towards ourselves, because when we communicate through anger and resentment, we can't resolve anything because we're going to be met with the same defenses. So find the most peaceful and calm way of communicating how you feel. And self-expression, you can do that through your hairstyles, through your artwork on your body, through the clothes that you wear. Just remember what you're trying to attract into your life as well. And I think that once you find your true self, you will be drawn to the hairstyles, the clothes, whatever it is that you need to express yourself, to attract those people into your life. And that's basically it for this week. Although the messages that have been coming through for the angel newsy thing today have not been that clear, because I am still bunged up, but I did really want to do this today, and I really believe that the people that are meant to hear this, that will hear this. And thank you all for your lovely emails and for your kind comments, and I'm really, really thankful to have that so many of you, old and new, come along. And I know that there are some that say that I'm not very compassionate, but I am actually as compassionate as I can be. But also remember that I do this in my spare time, and I care for my son who has autism, and I have my own stuff that I have to deal with and see through. So this page helps me help other people, and being negative about the help that I give may not be the way that you'd give it, but just be positive that there's someone out there giving their time to do something kind for other people and illuminate other people and give them the strength to step into themselves and step into their power. And I know that a fair few people have done that since I started my very first page, Angelic Inspiration, because there are people who've gone out there and improved the way that they read. They've done some intensive healing program that I did for charity last year. I've seen how many people have gone out there and opened their own pages. Good on you. That means that you've grown up and flown the nest, but not flown the nest in that way. And I don't mean that in a horrible way. I think it's great that you can go out there and open your own pages and be confident. And I know there's a whole load of other pages that have helped you and help people get to that point, and that's a wonderful thing. Don't you think that's a wonderful thing, to help someone rebuild their power and self-worth and step into themselves and go, I can do this, I can do what they do, and I'll and do it in their way to reach the people who that connect to their grid. And it's all about growing up and moving on and changing, isn't it? Anyway, have a beautiful, beautiful time of day. Have a beautiful week ahead, and I'm going to have a great time next week. And I'll record another one of these very soon. Sorry for the coughing and stuff. Sometimes I'm just not getting enough fluid down me, so I have to stop because I don't want to cough all over your radio show. Anyway, take care of yourselves and lots of love to you all. Bye.